was born. It was in the middle of the intramural flag football season on base. So she was born. I thought, well, she's gonna sleep for a while. She just went through the whole process. There's one game. I'll be back in a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I went. I played. Came back. She was waiting with dinner, and she said, "I've had your dinner for 2 hours. Where were you?" I said, "Well,
Dude.
there was a flag football game I had to play. It was one of our last ones."
Bro. No.
And to this day, man, she still gives me shit about it.
As she should.
Yeah.
As
Facts.
she should.
I mean, she was sleeping. I thought she'd be all right for a couple hours.
Nope.
No.
Well, congratulations, Dylan Vowell, new baby.
Thank
Super
you.
pumped for you, bro.
How's everybody
Thank you.
doing? How's mommy? How's baby? How are you?
Man, mom and baby are great, perfect, healthy, all that jazz. I'm tired as shit. Because she is, anything I am, you just multiply it by 10 at least.
Yeah,
right?
you can't.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, who gives a shit about me? But like, I joke and laugh. I always tell everybody. I mean, I think I told to the chat. I just said something like, I was gonna come on here to get a break from all the whining and complaining and wah. I like to bust her balls a little bit. It's funny, but
You know that's never going to end, right?
It's not gonna end right.
My oldest is 25 and it's still going.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. No,
Is
it's
the baby at home or were you guys in the hospital?
home birth.
Shit.
Wow.
Yeah, home birth.
Second again?
Second home birth, baby.
Damn.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
Damn.
God bless her.
Look, the miracle of life is beautiful no matter what. So, however you got to get it done, go get it done. My personal recommendation is just to do it as nature intended. But I like a happy, healthy baby at the end of the day. So,
Was there any fear for you guys? Obviously, I mean, they gave me the drugs and mine weren't off anyways. So, for you guys, obviously this is second time through, but when you guys were first talking about it, was there ever any fears about being at home or whatever? Or were you guys just both very set on having the babies at home?
Thanks, Travis. Travis said, congrats.
Mhm.
Appreciate it. I wore this shirt, Travis. Travis made this back in the day as a Paper Street collab sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
And he put Relentless Dylan Vowell on the back for a handful of them.
That's awesome.
For me. I mean, dude.
Man, you got all the vintage gear.
Dude, he's a freaking, they're so generous, him and Gabe. But anyhow.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
Go sponsor shout out. Go to Vindicate, buy a shirt.
Yeah, man.
Go to Paper Street Coffee, get your coffee.
Yeah.
But,
Primal Mobility, GTP 27. Go get limber. You know, if you're about to pop out a baby, best thing to do, get them hips ready to pop out a baby. So, or make a baby, either one.
That's right.
Yeah.
So to go back to your question, Colleen, you said, is there any apprehension about doing it?
Yeah, was there fear or anything when you guys were initially talking about it, or were you guys both just very set on having babies at home?
No, I didn't like a lot of the hospital intervention, and so we talked about it extensively. But one of Annie's apprehensions originally was, and this was before we conceived, but she was like, I think I would like to be in a hospital to give birth because I'd want to have the option to get like the epidural if I need it.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I was like, you can't be like, you can't have a fault like that kind of a pain-free fallback on standby, mm-hmm. because you'll never go through with the hard thing. Now there are plenty who I'm sure did, but I think that when like push comes to shove and like literal push, like the labor pain is so unreal that I think a lot of people feel in duress in that time and they elect to get the freaking the epidural. Mm-hmm. So I just think like you got to be full pot committed, and so that was kind of like one thing that I brought up, and then she started getting into home birth research and all that stuff. And then from there, she just took off with it and was like, I'm all about it. I'm going to do it this way.
Damn.
If you have a fallback, I'm taking the fallback every time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not that disciplined. I like, if there's, except maybe in like CrossFit. Like if I'm set on doing it a certain way, like I'm gonna do that a certain way. I don't know. There's just a feeling in like, you know what I mean? When you do the open, you're like, hey, I'm just gonna, I don't know. I just do it. And
I mean,
whatever.
I
If
got
the wheels
epidural.
if the wheels fall off, the wheels fall off.
So they broke my water, and then I started to feel the labor pains, and I got the epidural. But for me, the epidural wore off anyways. And so by the time that it was like when it got to the point of me actually pushing, I didn't know how to push correctly because my body was like kind of coming out of.
You were like paralyzed trying to push.
I was, but I wasn't. So what ended up happening was I don't know if I fully was like if the epidural worked from the beginning because I had a catheter. So I felt the pressure of the catheter the whole time. I just didn't feel the pain. And then all of a sudden when it was time to push and I started to feel all my contractions again. So when I was in active labor, like when I was first starting full active labor, like it's time to push, the head's right there. I was still kind of coming out of this kind of halfway feeling stuff, not feeling stuff. So, but once I figured it out, what was it, babe? 20 minutes, I think. I pushed like what, three times?
I don't even think it was
4
20. I don't
times?
think it was 20 minutes. I think you pushed 3 times and he came out within like that 15 minutes once you figured it out.
But the problem is that I tore really, really bad. Like I had I had to get a bunch of stitches, and they actually had to take the baby off my chest and give the baby to Garrett because they were trying to numb me back up so they could stitch
and she
me
couldn't
back
stop
up.
moving.
And so I tore really bad. So I don't think I was fully dilated all the way. I think they kind of forced me to dilate because he was right there and he needed to come out. So different type of experiences, but I've heard a lot of positive about home births. And I've also heard the scary part of home births where there's been a couple of people that, friends of mine, like I know someone that knows someone, had a home birth and the mother ended up passing away at home because something went horribly, horribly wrong. So like there's give and takes, you know what I mean, for both. Yeah. It really depends on who you are and what you want. So I think it's great to have a baby at home.
The way we've basically like come to terms with all that is that like that was unfortunate. I don't know the situation of whom you know that happened to. It's terrible, obviously. It would appear from my very, very extensive knowledge. But it would appear that like nothing can happen to you at home that wouldn't happen to you at a hospital. The only thing they can't do is like emergency surgery. That's about it.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They come prepped like with a huge suitcase, heavier than shit, and it's full of a hospital. Really, they don't like. You can do it as natural and forgo that as much as you want. Like the medication, you just like completely just go completely natural. But they have it there.
Yeah.
They have suture. They have stuff for clotting. They have Pitocin. They have my wife hemorrhaged on the toilet for our first baby.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she was in labor for 81 hours.
Oh no.
Yeah, and delivered the baby on the toilet and then hemorrhaged, and
you keep that woman. Fuck.
Yeah,
she
that
went
is
through that shit to bring your first baby, and she chose to have another one. She's a cute.
The exact same way. You think you'd be a little traumatized or something? She's like, "No, come on, put me back in.
put me back in, coach."
No.
Was labor as long with the second baby too? Did she have a long labor with the second baby?
Longer, but it was way less intense. So
okay.
She went through what simple people like myself call a silent labor, and then smart people like the docs and the midwives call it prodromal labor or some shit. where it's like you slowly dilating and you have like 20-30 minute long contractions for a week and a half.
Ooh.
So she was like, I don't know which one was more miserable, because for like a week and a half she couldn't sleep,
Yeah.
you know, and
Mm-hmm.
the 81-hour labor was brutal because we didn't sleep for over 3 days.
Yeah.
Nope.
But it was just a shot out of a cannon, and so it was all done. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Jeremy looks whiter.
It's like, who is he talking about?
And we had to break her amniotic sac both times.
Mhm.
And I think this is just my limited knowledge, opinion, and then coupled with kind of what the midwives are saying. I just don't know how much they're patting me on the back or what, but she takes like a beef organ supplements all throughout pregnancy, is like super healthy. And I think that really has because they're always like the placenta was really good, like really, really good. And there's something to the amniotic sac being developed around that too. It's like really encasing it's harder to break. But
Did you keep the placenta?
Bro science.
Did she put it in a smoothie?
No,
Are you
stop.
guys drinking the placenta?
No, for my firstborn, her name is Aspen Rose. We have a rose bush that we planted with the placenta out front, but no consumption, no cannibalism,
no drying it and making it pills, and
no. I mean, we've
that.
heard of that. I mean, one of our midwives does that. She'll actually like desiccate. Jesus.
Desiccate.
Desiccate. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Joseph.
And then put them in the pills and encapsulate them and whatnot, and then give them back to you for a feed.
Yeah.
But no, we're just not. We're crunchy. We're not that crunchy. Hey, Colleen, does that bother you?
What?
Like if I talk about a home birth and I kind of prop it up?
Not at all. Not at all. Okay, go ahead. Finish your sentence.
I'm sorry. I just it's so ironic to feel weird about championing any like a birth on like considering anyone else's. What I find myself thinking in my own head is like, oh gosh, I'm not trying to like downplay their birth.
Not at all.
I'm just saying, I think my wife is a straight up gangster.
Fuck yeah.
And that's
so do I, and I don't even know her.
Here's the thing. Hospital birth started in like the 1920s. Where did everybody else give birth before that?
Well, as Tyler Watkins says, he says the fields. So I mean, that's what
yeah.
If you go back and watch that one,
you always had like house call physicians. You had a lot of your mother, your grandmother, your aunt would be there. Like it was always like this very matriarchal like thing. And so delivery happened without like hospital intervention since existence, really up until like the 1920s or 30s.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to like, no. I want to champion my wife and I stand by that she did it the most gangster way possible. But I'm also like, dude, have a home. Like my sister's got like 9 kids and she's done them all in the hospital with all the drugs, and I love her to death. And I love my nieces. You know what I mean? It doesn't take away from that, but I do feel a semblance from some certain people, maybe or maybe not in our lives, that when Annie would mention it, it was her mother. But like, just like all of a sudden there's this downstream effect of like, oh, so the way I gave birth to you is wrong. And it's like, Jesus, I'm not saying that at all. My God.
That's the sad part. That's the sad part, that we are at a point in this world where someone being proud or someone talking about their experience somehow diminishes somebody else's. So the only, like, the way that I listen to home births is I'm so excited and I'm so happy for the women that have chose to do it and have been very successful at it, and they champion it and they talk about it. I talk to a lot of moms that talk about home births. For me, I didn't know it was an option, and I also never thought that I would want to. You have to remember when we were trying to get pregnant with Garrett, we had a very difficult time.
Everything was in the hospital.
So obviously went to the
Right.
doctors, got inseminated, all those type of things and whatever. But like I was having issues with my body because it took so long for me to get pregnant. So I was in a very different mindset. So then when we got pregnant, I was terrified to move. Like
Were you
was
geriatric?
no,
Okay.
no. But I was terrified to move. I was
Geriatric, like, is she old?
Over 35 is considered a geriatric pregnancy. I don't know why,
No.
but
No, she's 35 right now. Our kid's 8.
yeah, it just like,
Yeah.
sorry, I don't know y'all's
old.
ages.
He called me
I'm not
old.
trying to
You
say
know,
you look
talk
old
about-
enough.
He's a
If anything, that's a
baby.
compliment.
Calling
Saying you
him
look
a
young.
baby.
Oh.
I would definitely be a geriatric pregnancy, but Colleen, no.
So it was very difficult for us, and I had a very difficult pregnancy. I was very sick. So
Oof.
I just had a different experience with conception, pregnancy, and then also delivery. So
Yeah.
I have my own sadness in a way because I've talked about this before. Garrett throughout the years has kind of shared with me what delivery was like because I was very detached from everything that was happening.
Oh.
One, because it was so painful. And then afterwards, and then I had a difficult time. Like he latched immediately, which was fantastic. But then afterwards, he wouldn't latch. I was completely sleep deprived. Like there were just a lot of things going on. But I'm not that one. I'm not that one. I am very happy for the fact that women get to choose. I am so pro information that as a woman, I'm just more sad that I didn't have more information. Not saying that I would have decided to have a home birth, but I didn't know that there was an option to do that.
Yeah.
And that's just my own ignorance. That's my own. I was
You
naive
just didn't know.
and I didn't know. And you just trust the people before you and all this type of stuff. So like now having these conversations and meeting people from all different, walks of life and who did this and who does that. And, this podcast really has just opened my eyes. Like there are a lot of more options and still, you know what I'm saying? Like there could be. Now that I know more information, if Garrett and I decide to have another baby, I'm still not saying that I'm going to go blow up a pool in my living room and have a baby at home, but at least I have more information. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't take that. And it's sad for me that people take stories like that of championing your wife and her being like, hey, I really wanted to do this as a woman and as a mother, like to take that from her. But I feel like they do that with fucking everything. You can't be successful because if you're successful, then you owe somebody something.
Yeah.
You can't be proud to be married because then you're talking down on people that are divorced or whatever. It's like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm simply saying I'm proud of my wife. She's badass. We chose to have a baby at home. Everybody's happy. Everybody's healthy.
And also I champion my wife too. You know what I mean? Like I'll say all the time, like she pushed out my kid. No matter where she pushed my kid out, she pushed my kid out and she gets what she wants. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like where it is doesn't matter.
Yeah. And I also think for me too, Dylan, a lot of the way I've had to separate myself from the critics, I guess you can call it, or society and everything like that is the guilt that I have around not knowing and also the blame that society puts on you when you do the best that you can. Like at the time, I literally did the best that I could. Was I naive? Sure. Did I not know all of the things? Sure. But at that moment in that time, I made the decisions that I made. You know what I mean? And so the fact that society blames women and blames moms and blames dads for the choices that they make at certain times, that's where I have to remove myself. You know what I mean? Like, so I went through all of that process of guilt and feeling like I failed my kid because I had a difficult pregnancy. I feel like I failed my kid because he's autistic. I feel like I failed you know what I mean? All of those feelings, like once I removed myself from the noise of society, it's like, I did the best that I can and my kid's fucking awesome. Yeah. He's happy, he's healthy. And, we do the best that we can. So that's been very helpful for me, is just removing myself from those noises where it's like, that's great. You knew that. I didn't know that. Now I do. Now I can if we do this, I can make a different choice if I choose to, you
All
know?
right, let's throw this out before, because we actually had a question, Dylan, from the last time that you were on the podcast. And just before everybody like jets out of here, I just want to give a big shout out to our kid. He had his IEP review. We're very pumped about this. And his education teacher, just solely based on education and how he's doing in school, there's nothing to put on his IEP for next year. So they want to put him in they want to put him in Gen Pop. So he'll
What is
be
IEP?
because he's autistic.
Individual
education plan. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So he had a lot of things on his IEP where like he wasn't at the same like rate as typical kids. So there was a lot of goals for him for like his reading, his comprehension skills, stuff like that. And yeah, when we got the phone call this week that was like, hey, there's nothing on his education, it's all just social. So educationally and the way that he learns things in school, like he's on par with everybody else now, and they just want to put him in.
They're considering putting him in general education.
So we're super pumped. Yeah.
Nice.
That's huge. Congratulations.
Our boy is
Thank you.
I mean, he's always been like a savant at math, but we were worried about speech and reading and stuff like that. And now you can't get him to shut up and he'll tell you. So
Yeah.
Once you break down like grammar and literature, that it is kind of like a mathematical equation. They all, like words all have to go together perfectly to make a good sentence. You know?
Yeah, we're pumped for him. Thanks, Omar. Yeah,
Thank you,
that's it.
guys.
It's so exciting for us. We're very
Yep.
we're very
That's
proud of him. He's worked very hard for this. And so like Gen Pop, K-pop. Yeah, you right. That's exactly what that is.
Yep.
So he's doing great. He loves
That's
it.
amazing.
Yeah.
And then the question that was, oh, Joseph, do you still want to be up here? Because this might be your thing.
Yeah,
Thanks, your mom.
I'm good.
Oh, you're good. Okay. Dylan, from the last podcast that we had with you, me, Colleen, and Jeremy, we had an actual question when we started talking about marriage. So you want to hit that up?
Oh, time to go.
I asked you, bro. I
I'm good.
asked you if you wanted to be.
Yes, I will grab that question. Hold on one second. I didn't know that.
Oh, before Travis did say while I was talking about telling my wife to do a natural birth or when we were talking about it, he was like, "Yeah, take advice, pain advice from the guy who likes to get punched in the face." Hilarious.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Got his bag right here, by the way.
All
Shout
right,
out to Kate.
so there's two questions. So I'll start with the first one. So if you remember the part that I clipped was saying that I believe most marriages end because you go outside of your marriage to get support when you need to have support within your own relationship. That was kind of the gist of what that clip was. So this question was, so what do you do when the other person doesn't want to address it? Says your problems don't matter and that you have to fix yourself because there's nothing wrong with them and you have to deal with it because this is me. Oh, and don't forget, they say professional help is off the table. What is your response to that?
Damn.
Right? Sad as shit.
That's not okay. That's just not okay. I don't man, it's hard to know because I don't I'm trying to devil's advocate this and I'm having a hard time coming up with anything, frankly, because I totally agree with you. I think that like the problems that are remedied through external therapy via your friends and shit like that. It's what you're doing is painting your wife or your husband like as a piece of shit to your friends, and all they can see is just like the worst sides of you, which are also kind of a little turn up in the craftiness of the verbiage you might use, and two sides to every story, somewhere in between, there's the truth. So they're hearing like a real terrible side of this person you're married to, and they can't, they're going to only affirm like, hey, you need to get the heck out. Like that sucks. Because you're not healing anything internally. You're not talking inside the relationship. You're talking outside the relationship. So, but to say no, like we're not going to talk about this, I guess is
to just say like, hey, I am who I am. I'm the person that I like. You married me this way. To say that you're not going to grow in your marriage
that's a
together,
problem.
that's
You gotta grow.
yeah.
You
that-
gotta make adjustments. You gotta look. Uh, what was it like? I've never turned a bathroom fan on in my life. Now I turn the fan on.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
because your wife told you to. Yeah, hell yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
But
Yeah.
obviously that's a silly example, relatively. But yeah, Colleen's absolutely right. You guys are right. You guys sound like you do it in your marriage, and that's how it's been so successful for so long. And me and my wife do the same. Is that we don't. Our personal business is our personal business. Like you said, I thought that was great. By the way, you can tell stories that are like problems you've overcome,
Yes.
Right.
and joke and laugh about them, or put them in practical application as a lesson for someone younger, or just somebody asking for advice, whatever it is. Totally cool.
Mhm.
But you cannot, in the midst of like this thing, go out and solve it out there and then be like, I'm good, and then come back home and just ignore it all and act like it never happened. But to just say like, hey, you need to accept I just don't talk about my feelings. I mean, I got nothing for that guy. I'm assuming that's a guy.
Yeah.
Well, like just
Next.
reading that, if Gara said to me,
A multitude of bad choices were probably made before the relationship sours at that point. Yeah.
yeah,
That's a lot of relationships,
Yeah.
but that doesn't.
like if you say your problems don't matter to me and you have to fix yourself. We talked about that last time, and that's something that you brought up, Dylan, of the fact of like, yeah, you have to fix your own shit. Like, I can't expect Garrett to fix my shit. Like, she can support me.
Okay. I got
She
it.
can support me, but I am responsible to fix my own issues and my own shit. So I understand that comment, but to agree with what the original Steve Miller said, like context is kind of important. Yeah, I agree with that statement, but if she's always like, well, just fix your fucking problem. Just fix your fucking problem. And there's no sitting down at the table and having a conversation and having those moments of she might not agree with what I'm saying, but she's there to support me as I'm navigating through that. I think that's more of where the relationship is. If I'm just told, and again, this is just me reading this comment, so I could be completely off from where this comment is coming from, but like if she says constantly go fix your own fucking problems, it's not my job to fix your fucking problems. I don't hear that as I'm going to support you as you do this. You know what I mean? That's how I read it. So I read it as it might be time to choose whether you want to stay in this fixless marriage or you choose to go and leave the marriage. You know?
And with the context of that, sorry, G, just with the context of that, I wasn't even realizing until you mentioned it that yes, I did say you're both on an upward projection of bettering yourselves.
Yes, 100%.
And I think that's why that comment came up, right? Which is like, he's just telling me to fix myself, or she's just telling me to fix myself and shut up and deal with your own problems. And it's like, hold on. At the same time, though, we got to understand, like, God says that marriage is one flesh, right? So you become one unit. And from there, yes, you work on yourselves to grow individually, simultaneously, but you got to be there to help people, to help each other up, because we're going to fall short. We're going to have our own shortcomings. We're going to falter in a lot of ways, and we're going to really fuck up. But we need somebody to help. What's up, Germ? We need somebody, the most important person in our life. What I need from you is like, hey, I need to know you're on my team. And so if I'm confiding in you something and you're telling me to fuck off and go deal with my own shit, that's lunacy. You know, we got to find a way to, look, I can't help you because I'm not good with emotions or dealing with them or navigating them, but I'm here for you. And let's find the right support you need. And I'm going to be holding your hand the whole way through, whatever it is. Right. And sometimes a pair just it doesn't mesh, and that's unfortunate. But it's quicker. It's better to. You should fight, but meaning like fight to improve, fight to stay together. But sometimes it's just not a good matchup. I wish I had a magic 8 ball for that. But
All right, we got that one.
First of all,
Oh, you're going to?
there are way too many Spanish people here, so I needed to balance everything out. Second of all, what are you guys talking about?
who's that? Colleen. Colleen looks like Canelo.
Yeah, Colleen, have you checked your lineage?
Why is your
are you
Wi-Fi
guys talking
better
about?
in your car and not at your house?
Yeah, you beat me to it, Colleen.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same shit.
Stop it.
We're talking about marriage, Jeremy. Do you want to talk about marriage?
Oh, man. How dumb it is? Yeah, let's talk about how dumb marriage is. Why do people...
Jeremy
what-
Fall.
Well, here you want to. Here, you can stay on for this one. The second comment was women file for 80% of divorces. Explain that.
I can.
That is a wild stat. What would you say, G? I want to hear your explanation.
Well, the I've heard this conversation had multiple times. Well, more than multiple, but and literally, honestly, it's basically because the system is set up for women to get out of marriages if they want to get out of marriages. The laws don't help men if men want to get out of marriages, but they definitely help and support women if they want to get out of marriages, especially if they have kids. So it's just easier for women, like Dylan was saying, that fail safe. If you have a fail safe and shit gets a little bit hard, you're probably going to take the fail safe. So that's what I've heard that is. It's just the fail safe for women to be able to survive and get out of marriages.
Yeah, and as someone who's going through it, and I know, Joseph, you've been through it, I personally have firsthand experience right now of that being the truth, that they're going to get out, they're going to make out like bandits most of the time, and arguably too many of the times. The other two angles that, and I'm going to present a question to you guys on that topic. One, I feel like I got a friend, and so this is kind of placing a little bit more blame in the guy's part. But I got a buddy who's going through it right now. June 3rd will be his divorce date, and so I asked him, like, what? Like, your wife wants to leave you. I just saw you guys together with your two kids. You guys look so happy. What's going on? Well, we argue a little bit. Okay, all right. Everybody argues, right? So, all right. What else, man? I said, hey, like, I knew he had like a video game addiction back in the day. I said, you still playing video games a lot? Oh yeah, she hates video games. And I'm like, so you're still playing video games a lot? Yeah, every night she goes to bed and I stay up to midnight playing video games. Okay. Other things too, like all these other little things. And what it ended up being was like all these tiny little, what do the libs call it? Microaggressions. All these little things were adding up, and he was just ignoring them until she said, hey, I'm not happy and I want to go. So I think there's still some blame to put on the guys. Obviously, there's blame to put on the guys as far as a woman doing that. But this is the other question I want to ask. I want to hear what you guys have to say. We grew up when Disney was just booming with all the princess stories. Is there these girls had a vision of marriage? They were going to be the princess. They were going to meet Prince Charming, and that didn't happen, and they're still looking for it?
Yes. That's the short answer to your long ass story. But here you go.
That was a yes or no question, Jeremy.
Yes, it is. And that's what I was saying, where it's like, hey, there's an out. Like, you have that out that Dylan was talking about. If you're pissed at something little, there's no incentive to stay and work on that little microaggression. All the incentive is for you to leave. So instead of me and Colleen have that thing where it's like, hey, go take a nap. We're not getting divorced. There's no out. You're not getting an out. So we're going to sit and we're going to like hit this nail for however long we got to hit this nail.
Yo, this is cruel, man.
Jeremy,
It's
your mom.
Black History Month. You guys are doing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, good job, Dylan. Defend your friend.
Your mom said, "I love how we didn't need any of that context for the simple question."
Mr. Context, I guess, right?
I mean, we did say earlier, the original Steve Miller did say context was important.
Right.
So I guess Jeremy's leaning into that comment.
I am definitely Mr. Context, right? Definitely Mr. Context. Too much context at times, but
Well, let me
Yeah.
ask you guys, like when you guys got married, there obviously was an expectation of what that marriage was going to look like, whether it stays the same for when you first get married or not. Like, what was the expectation that you had in a marriage? I don't think there's anything wrong with having expectation. I still believe, back to what I said last time on our last podcast, was that we expect it to be the same consistently without work to like make it work, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So like, what was your expectation when you got married? Was there, your wife's going to be home, you're going to only work, you're only going to provide, you know what I mean? Like, what was that expectation? Maddie Burns.
How do you navigate your relationship, Jeremy and Dylan?
we don't have enough time for that. That's a whole nother. That'll be our next Rear Naked Take stuff.
There you
It's
go.
a
That'll be our next
whole
one.
lot of sexual pleasure at the top.
So much. That's our bread and butter, boss.
Yep.
I'm the bread, he's the butter.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Hey,
Let's go.
I got married young, and I got married like, was there love? Yes, obviously there was love, but it was like, you know, I'm getting pressure from my parents, societal pressure. I thought this is what you do. You meet a girl, you get married, and maybe it is what you do. But looking
you
back
didn't marry
all those years
Dependa?
ago,
You didn't marry a Dependa?
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Pipe down. It was there weren't really like we didn't have those kind of talks of like expectations. You know, we just flew by the seat of our pants. We were young and
Yeah,
we
you
liked
did.
each other, then we loved each other, then we got married. And we had all these pressures to do it. And
That was that
so
lost. He wanted to.
yeah,
lock
I don't
that
I
up.
look at that.
Yeah, he
That was
wanted to
a
lock
lot.
Yeah.
that up.
That was it. It was just like, this is what you do, right? I mean, honestly, it was like, I got my dad telling me like, you can't live together until you're married because it's sinful to do that. So I'm thinking, oh, I can't let dad down. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta lock this down quick. So yeah, it was just a lot of like pressure to do it, and no expectation talk. No, like, hey, we're gonna lean on each other. It was just like, hey, let's get married and have kids. That was it. Lesson learned.
Dylan, did you do pre-marriage counseling at all?
Oh, is that for me? No.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
definitely
Oh.
did.
that's part of the Catholic.
I know it's a
religion.
You guys
Catholic
have to do that to get married, right?
If you're Catholic, yeah.
Yeah, if you're Catholic.
No,
Gosh.
we got married in a Lutheran church. I'm actually Methodist, and Colleen's non-denominational. So like it was just who would marry us at the time. We were in that who was allowed to marry us at the time in a church, because I just want to get married in a church.
Mm-hmm.
So, your mom, Jeremy's been on the podcast for 5 minutes and has talked more than everyone on the podcast.
Your mom, you're feisty
Yeah,
tonight.
your mom has had caffeine. Let's go.
I wasn't expecting everyone to be on. I thought it was just going to be Garrett and Colleen. And then I looked, I'm like, oh, the gang's here. Let me join them while I drive around.
Let's go. We did, and we're Baptist. Okay, so Baptists have to get counseling too. Oh God, Megan, Jesus. Okay, just go to your L2. Aren't you doing your L2 or something tomorrow? Shouldn't you be
L1.
L1 study something or do
Go to
an air
church
squat,
first.
something? Jesus. All right, let's get into the fun stuff before everybody's got to go, because Dylan has a new baby and Jeremy's Wi-Fi is bound to shit to bed at some point. But okay, the Pam Bondi thing. Did you see that? Did you watch any of it last night? Her wow, Jeremy, wow.
She
Yaselin's
perjured
not
herself.
here. She what?
You worried about stock markets.
Good night.
No, the part for me that was like I've seen a million clips and I watched a little bit of it as much as I could. But the part for me was where all the Epstein survivors stood up in the back. And then what's his face? I forget his name now. He asked them like, hey, who tried to or like who reached out to the DOJ to give their testimony? And they were like, all of them did. And then, oh, wow, do you have it? Yeah, do that. Yeah, do that.
Week, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche
You can't go off script.
said that any victim that wants to speak with the department has done so, hopefully. Well, thanks to the incredibly brave people sitting here behind you, we can actually ask them if that's true. Now, would the survivors and victims who are here please stand up one more time? Just by show of hands, how many of you or your loved ones actually have met with the Department of Justice and provided testimony and estimate and evidence? None. And of those of you who have not met, which is everyone, how many of you have reached out either individually or through a lawyer or representative to offer to provide testimony and evidence? All of them.
Every one of them.
And of those all of you who have reached out, how many of you were denied or ignored by the Department of Justice? All of them. And despite the shameful and despicable efforts by Ms. Bondi and her department to intimidate you, how many of you are still willing to speak to the Department of Justice? All of them. Well, Ms. Bondi, it looks like you have some more witnesses.
Gentlemen, this
to
time has
talk to.
expired.
Yo, bro, I can't.
Damn.
Like, yeah, I'm with you guys. She needs to be out. Like,
She
we're
needs to be
good.
more than out.
Yeah, like deuces.
Hey, dude, I get ripped for freaking championing all of Trump's cabinet when everybody was getting confirmed and all that good stuff. I loved it. But like the difference is like I'm not gonna sit here and act like they're the shit when we're a year in and they've done nothing but fraud, scapegoating, like running around, fucking hiding shit. Nah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Nah,
dude.
I championed you in the beginning. I'm gonna fucking hang you just the same. You know what I mean? Like, no.
So I thought this
And
says
you're
a
a-
lot too.
And Joseph, you said this before too. Like, you're a woman.
Yeah.
You should know better. What are you doing out here right now? You're one of those women.
They're scared, dude.
I don't
Whoever,
give I don't
there's
give a
connections.
fuck.
They're terrified, and it's money. It's all money.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, well, Bondi herself said that if they were to release everything as is or whatever, it could have massive political implications and the whole
No,
system can.
Stock market.
Okay.
Stock market.
Yeah.
She was
Stock
concerned
market,
about
yeah.
money.
Yeah.
That's all they care about.
Yeah, but what does that tell you? How far does that
Yeah,
thing-
because they're
how
all
far
in
does
the
it reach?
pot, dude.
They
You
all
know?
think it, and it's not even like it's people that you like would recognize. Apparently, it's all like bankers. Like it's all major bankers or
Yeah.
whatever. Oh, here we're gonna try this. This is Spain guy. So
Oh, it's our Spain guy?
yeah,
Bang
let's-
guy.
Spain guy, David Wheat.
hold on. Let me see what's up. Oh shoot. Hey,
Just thinking, how's the podcast going?
oh, we're chilling, dude. We're just hanging out.
Did you try to call us the other day
Nice.
and we lost
Would've
you?
been some-
He can't hear you. He can't, or unless are you listening to the actual podcast right now? Because I just have you on speaker. Oh, gone. Okay, never mind.
Oh, so close.
So close. We tried. We were right there. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Stock market. Do your thing. Can you guys hear me?
That's your
Yeah.
cue, Dylan.
Oh, what? Sorry.
Yeah, keep going. Sorry. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
nothing.
My bad.
Nothing. I was pretty much done. I was just saying that they're concerned about the money. It was a concern about stock market, and it was concern about obviously like all these bankers getting uprooted and like an economical collapse and stuff, like that's a crock of shit. And it's because they got their hands in people's pockets they probably shouldn't be. And the whole entire freaking all of every politician, it seems like, almost anyway, you know, when I say all, maybe that's a broad sweeping generalization, but you hear me. And so, but hey, dude, we have files of people like eating babies and shit.
Oh, that's another one.
Like, take them down. I don't give a fuck what it costs. You know what I mean? Like, I'm crazy for that. Like,
no, you're not. And it really, the longer that they drag this out and the longer that Pam Bondi keeps being Pam Bondi and the longer that Trump doesn't just let everything come out, the longer that I'm like, oh, if I did believe you at all, like if I believed you at all, now I fucking don't.
right.
Because just fucking say it. If you cannot tell me who was, and all, like, you were using little girls to get other girls to feel comfortable to come into, like, you had these women work for you. Like, you just kept recycling all these women to make all these new women that you were bringing in feel better. And now you have a bunch of women that are willing to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you, Pam Bondi, are not talking about it. Fuck you, girl.
Well, she's
Like,
not
100%
talking about it,
Fuzzy.
she's protecting people too.
Right.
Like-
Wouldn't you think that you know, she's a part of Trump's team? What was his motto back in 2016? Drain the swamp. Okay, so you got this opportunity now, unless you're implicated, Trump, to actually drain the swamp, to bring down a bunch of crooked people. Not, and crooked is being very generous, disgustingly evil people. What are they doing? This money is what's stopping you? No, it's not. There is something very, very, very much deeper than that, because there's no money is, you know, the stock
hey,
market.
Joseph,
Who cares, man?
can you throw up a poll, Joseph? Just throw up a poll. If the names come out, like, do you think anybody's gonna get actually like there'll be any kind of
Prosecuted.
prosecuted, like any kind of jail time, any kind of whatever? Because I don't think they're worried about that. I think they're worried about them losing their own money. I don't even think that it's like they're worried about us losing our money or the stock market crashing and it hurts us, the American people. I just think they feel like they're going to lose their gravy train.
Those bankers that are implicated in the files, that's the majority of the names that Bondi's talking about, that's going to crash the market, will never be implicated for anything. They won't be traceable. They won't be, they'll never be able to be prosecuted because they'll be on some sanctuary island or something, you know, some weird shit. And they're going to operate under a different name, and the banks will all still be just fine running the fucking world. And meanwhile,
But they'll lose their shit. They're just going to lose money.
Yes, because they don't want to be found as somebody who's trying to come after them, because like you said, G, they're going to lose their shit or completely lose everything, or, run off a cliff or something.
The fact that they keep putting this out there, that it's like, oh, the American economy will never recover, or the American people won't be able to handle, like, get fuck out of here. Like, we'll handle it. I'm sure the economy will be fine. We're still going to buy shit. It's not going to, like, it's just the fact that you're going to get taken off of whatever fucking public gravy train you're on.
Yeah.
And you're sad about it and you don't want to be.
Yeah.
Can we?
I saw Vindicate's name in the files. Did you guys see that? Vindicate was in there.
Look,
go ahead.
I love this because I'm a free market guy. We'll let the market decide. However, here's an issue. We can't get enough people to come together simultaneously and not pay federal income tax. That's like the biggest theft ever. And it's like, you think, like, you find somebody implicated in Disney, you know how much shit Disney owns? Are you really going to stop buying Coca-Cola? You know, are you going to really stop watching ESPN, watching NFL Network, you know, like all that shit? Like, it's a lot that of depth you would have to go through to not support economically as like an economic.
You know what? And the
boycott.
shit sucks because now that you say that Coca-Cola, like I don't drink soda.
Mhm.
Like I don't drink soda. But I have to sell it. I have to sell it in my store.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have to sell it in my deli. I can't not sell soda.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, good point. Like that, like you would have to ask me not, and I'd be like, bro, that's like, you know, that's a big portion of. They come in, they get lunch, they get a soda.
Yeah. And the other thing too, speaking of Coca-Cola, we have to recognize that this is a bipartisan thing. This all of our existence is completely just these two-party system, right? And a lot of us, probably everybody here on the panel, doesn't feel a part of any of those parties, or of either of them. However, the nation and the world operates on them, and it's like Coke and Pepsi. Like Coke doesn't want a monopoly because they want to compete with Pepsi because it keeps things on a race at a higher trajectory. So it's just that's how our political system's working right now too. The left needs the right and the right needs the left, and they're all a bunch of fucking crooks.
Yeah. Do you guys think? Oh, you want to read that?
Hold on. Yeah. The economic stakes could be much higher than what we are imagining world change. Oh, you think so?
Oh yeah.
Maybe we need world change.
Do you really, Joseph?
We do need we need change. We need change. Big freaking time. Do you guys think?
I know your name starts with a J, but I was asking Joseph. Joseph,
Oh, my
do
bad.
you say?
He didn't talk.
No, yeah, I agree. I think this has a farther reach than we think. We think it's local to the U.S., but I don't think it is.
Oh, you think it's gonna go world? Like
I think it's a global issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I just don't think they're going to be
they have-
touched.
the global economy, though. You think it will actually like?
Oh yeah, if the U.S. will start with just U.S. economy, like that really disrupts a lot of the world. So then, like, kind of downstream effect. Am I right, Joseph?
Yep.
Wow.
On
All
it.
right.
On it.
Make sure you have your guns and ammo. Wow. Okay. All right.
Oh, I've been saying that since the beginning. Stock up.
I
on your
know,
ammo.
but
Did you see the bill that they're trying to pass? Is like no buying ammo online.
Oh, really?
I didn't see that.
I forgot
All
the
right.
name. It's like, some fucking is like 2 letters and then 4 numbers. Like it's like C7 or CR 1116 or whatever the fuck bill.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a federal bill being proposed right now. It's probably gonna get passed because none of us fucking know about it. You know what I mean? Like
Tentacles.
People have been saying that for a long time. Better stock up on your guns. Better stock up on your ammo. And I've always dismissed it, but I believe we are really close to a freaking time where you better be ready for something because it's about to go down. It seems like more than ever.
Yeah, you're right. It's HR 7166, a
see,
bill aimed at restricting online ammo purchases.
insane.
Who proposed it, Dylan?
Ooh, you got me there. I don't remember.
Or maybe Joseph has it. Maybe he's looking at it.
Jeremy didn't know either. He was just asking because he thought you knew it.
Oh, I know. I didn't think he was like
Legit.
challenging me.
Legit. I had no
I didn't think
idea.
he was challenging me.
No,
I'm
I'm
know anyway. But
I mean, true. Do you guys think that let's take Bongino, Bondi, Patel. This is what I think happened. They get into their positions with the intent to do good, to do their jobs, to get the bad guys, blah, 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 blah. They then realize, however long into it, this is a mess that might be unfixable the way we're doing it right now. We're not, but now we're entrenched in this. Now we're in this swamp, right? And they just started going along with whatever. Like they went from like yes, we want to do our jobs, we want to get the bad guys, we want to do the things. We're not able to do it even close to the way that we want to do it. Now we just have to go along with the train here.
No, I think so. And I think Matt Burns is right. I believe that's why Bongino resigned. He went back to his he went back to his podcast. I think he's gonna revamp his podcast and start talking shit. Well, I hope he does anyway. I hope
he does too. That would be awesome.
there's actual legal means to go about what you're talking about, Jerm, where you say you get into the FBI. Okay, I'm Cash Patel. I'm superhero, and I want to you know, Captain Save-A-Ho and freaking, you know, take down all the bad guys, right? Cool, love it. And then you get in there, you open the door, and it's the boogeyman, and you're like, oh shit! Like
I think
there's legal precedent for that, and it's called being a whistleblower.
Yeah.
You need to sacrifice your job for the sake of preserving your own morality, and self your own constitution as a man, as a human, of doing what's right. You need to sacrifice everything, and you need to take the legal process to go be a whistleblower.
I agree, but I think it's deeper than it's so deep
process
though.
Of whistleblower, it will be investigated, you know,
Sure.
and you will be protected while that investigation is happening, and you can have a total Supreme Court case all over this shit. But if you just kind of turn the other cheek, you get to keep your freaking $400,000 job and your $10 million a year in your stocks.
Yeah, and you're right. You're 100% right. And we see whistleblowers, and we love to see it, right? But like, I'm talking like, if you don't go along with us, we're gonna kill your family, or we're going to. I'm talking like that deep, because the government is just like the mafia, dude. They operate the same way. If you don't go along with what we're telling you to do, how we're telling you to do it, when we're telling you, we're gonna do something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so are they that entrenched in the government mafia that they're like, we just have to? Because it doesn't make any sense when you have a whole campaign, Epstein, we're going to release the files, we're going to do the things, and then to 180 it, not even a year later, of, well, why do you even want to know that? Why do you guys want to know that? We're going to all of a sudden gaslight everybody?
I agree with you, Jeremy. I definitely think like everybody was like, hey, we're going to make this transparent. And then all of a sudden they were like, nah, there's nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. I think they saw some shit, and it's just like, it's way worse. Like when Dylan was like, yo, they're eating babies and shit. Like, I definitely believe in Pizzagate and all that shit.
It's like they were eating babies. They not only saw that, but it was lizard people eating babies that just were wearing a Hillary Clinton mask.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, like that shit's real. like I can see that by being like backing away like Homer in the bushes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
If you're one of those people going through all those files,
your people, I don't give a fuck about you, dude. I'm going down in a blaze of glory, baby.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joseph. What?
So if you're one of those people reading through those files and you see all that shit, I mean, all it takes is plugging in that thumb drive and sending it to CNN, Fox News. I mean, you can do it
Anonymously.
Close to anonymously. Yeah. I mean, there's always ways they can, almost always ways they can trace, but you're right. You do, like, that's what I'm saying. That's why it doesn't make sense. That's why I keep leaning towards there's something they have on each and every one of these people, that they might lose somebody, some people in their life. They might, I don't know. Because again, you don't go from beating it down like this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do, to completely gaslighting everybody and being like, you know, distraction. Like something doesn't add up. And I think I don't fear. I know it's going to be something that's going to, I hope that rocks Washington, maybe the world too, obviously, but Washington to its roots. And we can just start over, start different. I don't know.
Hey, listen, even if let's say I didn't believe Pizzagate, or I didn't believe all the conspiracy theories out there about the whatever eyeball and the whatever, if you just look at the last, I don't know, 6-7 years, and you see them messing with kids in the way with like transing kids and doing all this shit to kids and trying to take kids away from their parents and trying to take decision-making powers away from parents, away from their over their kids, and giving it to the government. That's enough for me to say like, you're some dark satanic shit. Like now you got a bunch of kids out there running around that don't know who they are, what they're doing. They're pumped up full of hormones that they shouldn't be on. And like, no, you're harming kids in public. Like if you were doing it quietly before, now you're doing it in front of our face. What, like,
yeah,
almost as like a,
yeah,
we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we're just gonna do it. Yeah.
Look what D. Reed just said. They've been doing things. Look at it. Look at all that stuff that they've done. over and over and over.
Yep.
All these horrible things. And we just are like, well, they're the government. That's what the government does, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
took
and if you
cilantro,
questioned
they took
it,
cilantro and made half the people think it tastes like soap. It's crazy, man. Like,
yeah.
experiments.
And if you question it, you better watch out. It's game over. RF or JFK. You know, like if you question, you try to go against the grain. That's why I'm surprised that our president actually. Well, they tried to off him a couple times, but
there's another
surprised.
one to add to that too, like MK Ultra, the Tuskegee syphilis shit. Yeah, like you can add the Seafoam. Was it Project Seafoam over there in the Bay? They were just like pumping out chemicals in the Bay and just like seeing what happened. And that's why everyone's gay in San Francisco.
Wow.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Oh no, I just tagged that. That's a real experiment. I don't know what the intent was, but I just threw in a tag because I'm stupid.
Did you know the whole? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, y'all are giving them a lot of credit. Could be they are just covering for their boss. Bondi worked for Pfizer and threw out their case as soon as she entered office.
Yeah, that's Occam's razor for sure.
Yeah,
What
I
does
mean, it's possible.
Pfizer have to do with Trump though? Trump's their boss.
He's saying she's a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
I agree, but I don't know. Like covering for their boss, covering for Trump is what I'm interpreting that as. But I guess maybe they're just making an example that she, worked for Pfizer. I don't know. Man, that's the last thing I ever want to think is that Trump is actually, in on all this stuff and has been corrupted.
I think, are we giving him too much credit? Does anybody believe, do you guys believe he tried to dime out Epstein in 2006 initially with Guthrie? Like, there's a lot of shit coming out that said he was trying to. Does anybody believe that?
No, I don't.
That's been a story for a while, though. It's not a new story right now.
It's been. I don't know why we wouldn't believe that, unless you just really hate Trump and you want to see him go down no matter what. Which I'm not accusing Joseph of, but I mean, why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we believe it? You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to make sure Joseph knew I wasn't taking a shot at him, but I would imagine like he like you said, it's not like we're just finding this out. We knew this a long time ago. Like he had tried to dime out Epstein. So I don't know.
I've heard that story.
During his first pregnancy.
Wow. Yeah, during that.
Colleen wants another baby.
Yeah.
His first presidency. We knew that back then too.
Yeah. Well, no. It came out during Biden, I think, when we all started to really talk about it.
Yeah.
Like we were really talking about the Epstein files. It started to gain steam.
But why?
There's documentation.
Oh, 2008.
Apparently. Yeah, he dimed him out and pre his when he actually got convicted in 2008 or 9 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So he tried it's. Trump actually was on the phone saying hey, you need to look into this guy because it's weird. And because what did he do? He tried to take Guthrie away or whatever that girl's name was that ultimately passed.
Oh.
And Trump was not happy about it and was like, yo. But I was just curious if anybody believes that he actually.
It's hard, man.
I don't know.
The more this goes on, the more I'm like, fuck them all. I'm sorry, but you guys knew what he was doing, dude. He wasn't having he wasn't not known. He was, besides P. Diddy, he was the guy doing the crazy shit. You knew. Come on. Come on, dude. Everybody at this point is on my shit list, and that might include Mr. Trump at this point, because y'all knew what he was doing, man. Whistleblow, man.
If you knew what Epstein was doing and you Bondi right now, you know what's happening.
You're a mark-ass bitch.
You've seen the shit. You've read the files. You know what actually fucking happened, and you're still protecting the shit. Fuck out of here. Sorry.
And the only thing I will give grace to is that maybe the things that we can't see going, the strings being pulled on the inside, have to be done so much more surgically if they're with the exposure of this. So what I'll caveat that with is it certainly doesn't feel that way from any of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It feels like when my
Mm-mm.
mom asked me if I got my fucking report card, knowing the answer already.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
and I'm like, oh, just stammering, just like, yeah, that's kind of strange. Like, they said something about it, but I didn't get one, and meanwhile, they send a copy in the mail, they leave a voicemail, like, Sherry fucking knows. But I'm sitting there like, me, yeah, flew away in the wind, dog ate it, all that shit.
Uh-huh.
That's how
Uh-huh.
it feels.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it feels. Treating us like
Jody-
we're kids.
Jeremy's still better than Kamala. Jody, I'm not arguing that. There's no
Neither
way
am
in
I.
hell.
Neither am
I'm
I.
not arguing that at all. There's no fucking way in hell I was voting for her. But
Yeah.
I'm still
Olivia.
allowed to criticize this scenario that's happening right now. Matt
I
Burns.
love Jody Lynn. Shout out Jody Lynn.
Yeah, Jody's the best. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, I love Jody too. Yeah.
I'm just saying, Olivia, like let's be real. If he knew this stuff, yeah, it sounds like he said something, but like what did you do? What did you do, man? Like some people, a bunch of them needed to take it further and be like, hey, and I don't know. I'm pissed off with this stuff because of what Dylan just said. You're gaslighting everybody. You're making a whole bunch of good American citizens have to second guess themselves on a rape murder island. We're supposed with kids. We're supposed to be like, you're right. Never mind. We don't want to see like fuck that.
They love that Peter Attia is getting fucking chastised. They love that shit.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, focus on him. Just some regular guy, some doctor. Like,
is Kamala on the Epstein list too? No, I don't think so. I haven't heard anything, but
Do you guys follow that girl that does her
probably,
impersonation?
Yeah, she's
she's
she's probably like Elon. She wasn't she wanted to go to the party, but she wasn't actually invited to the party. So
wasn't she going to Diddy parties instead?
Probably. I don't know. Allegedly.
Oh,
No,
allegedly.
but here, this is good. Hold on. This I was like, damn. This is another conspiracy that was damn. Oprah Winfrey's private jet was at Epstein's Island. 11 times. Whatever happened to all those girls that got kidnapped from her school in Africa? Ouch.
Man.
Yo.
Oh my God.
hey, I've always thought Trump and Kamala were the same person. Like,
Legit.
Not like mistaking them for each other, but like just
in
like
what sense?
intelligence level.
What's up, caller?
Just like
You there?
Hello.
Hi,
Carlos.
how are you?
Yeah, Carlos.
Hey, what's up, Carlos?
I'm doing good. I got disconnected earlier.
Yeah, what's up,
Hey,
dude?
what's up? I just been thinking about Nancy Guthrie. I can't really say her name, but Nancy Guthrie or whatever. She
Oh, you're taking us to the ransom. Okay, go ahead. You still there?
I think she was kidnapped. Yeah,
Go ahead.
I think she was kidnapped by the Sinaloan cartel to be used as ransom for, like, I don't know, some sort of political gain in Arizona, because it's like, her daughter is on the Today Show, so it's like her daughter holds sway. And I think, like, more people need to be manhunting this woman, and I think that, like, the cartel has her, and I don't think she's in America. I think she's in Mexico. Or Walter White has her.
Walter White has her.
Walter White.
I
don't know enough about it to comment. Really,
it seems way more plausible to be the son-in-law.
Okay?
You think the cartel gives a fuck about $6 million?
Yeah, they do.
Eh,
Okay, I was
No.
in Mexico. They extort people. And they'll fuck. This could be a small time cartel. This could be like a local, regional town one.
Yeah, that's fair.
This probably is not like a big one.
Well, you said Sinaloa.
Hey, $6 million. I mean, shit, like $6 million? Like, that's enough money to start up your empire. And most of these cartels rake in that every day. So this is probably a small time one or some other small time fucking crime syndicate, So I was thinking, I was like, man, I wonder if it's like, well, what can I do? And, I decided to prank call the FBI tip line. And I said, yeah, I have Nancy Guthrie. And they were like, where? And I'm like, in my anus. It was
Oh,
the funniest shit ever.
God.
Jesus Christ.
this is our own Pedro Moss.
They're gonna come knock on your door.
Yeah, be careful, buddy.
Please
When
come
you
to
call
America.
911 and they
You get swatted somehow or whatever.
I'm not in America. I'm in Spain.
All right, you're
I'm
safe.
calling from Spain.
Okay. All right. You're safe,
Yeah.
bro.
Is it David Weed?
So I was
It's
like,
gotta be.
DM the deal. So I was calling my friend Jose, he lives in Mexico right now, and I was like, Jose, man, you seeing this? And he's like, sí, hombre, it's like, give me ganas por todas, y mente ganas de espadas. And I was like, damn, bro.
Joseph, what did he say?
Joseph, he doesn't sound like a Spanish
No, he doesn't.
Spaniard. He sounds like a
He
Mexican.
said something
living
about carne
in
asada, though.
Spain.
Dios Leo templos, modelos camaritos, más o menos, Joe. Talks very fast. He's like
Wow.
Puerto Rican. He's kind of fucked up. But anyway,
What the
I
fuck?
was
is
thinking,
going on?
it was just like,
Is this Pedro Masa's son?
I was like, I see this woman on the TV, and I'm thinking, damn, she's kind of hot. Maybe I could talk to her, but first I got to find her mom to get her. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
You're amazing, bro.
To America. I was like,
Carlos, you're the man.
am I gonna get
Thanks
into
for calling in.
Thanks for calling.
All right,
Brian.
dude.
See ya.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, I think those kids. I know that's like a weekly thing for you guys, right? That guy calls in, kind of.
If we
Yeah.
have a live call in, yeah, he'll
Yeah.
pop.
You
Yeah, he'll
Pedro
pop.
Mas for us.
I think these kids now are doing the 90s radio show prank phone calls.
Prank calls.
I love it.
They're doing it while streaming. So they'll take like a live call-in podcast like this, and they'll be streaming, and then just randomly pick something and call it and talk shit like that guy.
Yeah.
Listen,
God.
that was amazing.
That was
Crank
so funny.
Yankers, I think it was.
Crank
Crank
Yankers.
Yankers.
That's
Those are the
awesome.
days, man.
I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
The last one, the Jerky Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, them too. Yeah, yeah. The Jerk It Boys. That's what Joseph watched.
What else? The other one was, do you guys want to go to the British Columbia shooting or the wrestling thing? I was gonna do the
What's the wrestling thing? Oh, that God.
Yeah.
Let's
I don't
touch
pay
them both,
attention to
eh?
anything Canada.
All right, yeah. Here's this. This just like my heart just sank when I saw this shit.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
has this been confirmed?
Yeah.
Yep.
He should be charged with sodomy, and sexual assault.
Sexual assault, that's a bare minimum.
Like you legit see the still pictures of her face, and
Hey,
it's just
When I
And
wrestled,
he's
wrestled
done
in
this
high
to other
school,
girls.
We were told that if you oil check somebody, you will be tried and charged. You will be like basically arrested and charged with sodomy. That was like a very stiff rule. And the only thing that you can do it, and oil checking in wrestling is a move. It's not permissible. It's not in the rule set, but people do it, and it's a way to grab the sacrum. And what people often do they'll give you a little finger in the tutor, right? And to make you move, because you'll go, yeah, you know what I mean? Like you'll shoot.
That's
up.
what you liked when
see a
guys did
man
that
do
to you,
a
right?
Girl,
I thought that was
is
Jeremy's favorite
horrific,
move.
dude. It's horrific. It's terrible.
yo, I can't even imagine. Like if that had been my daughter that came up and told me what happened to
Game
her,
over.
like we're fighting immediately. Like
immediately. Yeah.
There's like just no.
There's situations where you don't want to fight in front of your kids or whatever, but no, I'm raising hell. Homeboy is going down. If parents are there, hey, come on, Dad, you and me. Like you're about to learn some lessons here, because that's a girl, man. That's a little girl. How long do we, and this is related to the Canada thing, how long do we need to keep playing this imaginary game? How many lives need to be damaged, ruined, taken before we're like, yo, come on, like, stop. We got to get back to some common sense here, dude. Like, this girl's getting fingers up her butt when she's just trying to wrestle.
You think it was
What
a
are
butt?
doing?
I don't.
Or vagina, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. No, the interview that she did, it didn't sound like it like she got sexually like I mean your butt, whatever. It's all sexual assault, but like she's not gonna. Her life will never be the same after that shit.
No. Nor
And
were
it
the
was
other
in
girls that he
public,
did
bro.
this to.
Like,
Yeah.
public. She was literally sexually assaulted in front of fans watching.
Mhm.
Like,
Man,
yeah,
By the way, with somebody standing by who's supposed to be protecting her
right.
and presumably knew. Does everybody know? Did they know? Who didn't know that this was a dude?
I have no idea. I don't know if
she
she knew or not.
didn't know,
I don't think
but
she
everybody
knew.
else.
Yeah.
Bro,
She
scientific.
said, she said she didn't know going into the match until he came out, and then she realized, oh, this is a dude. Like,
Yo, I'm
Under-
suing everybody. I'm suing the coach. I'm suing the school. I'm suing
the whole district.
I'm suing the other school. Like, I'm suing everybody.
Yeah.
Like, and not even
Yep.
okay. So say the coach from her team didn't know. Like, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt that coach didn't know. The coach of the other team knows.
For sure.
Are you fucking kidding me? And you allowed
Yep.
that?
That coach and her parents are
Yeah.
I'm going World Star on all of them.
Yeah.
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 Every single
Yeah.
one.
John Wick
I'll leave
action
the
is
kid alone.
starting.
The little kid's a piece of shit. He'll deal with his like legal punishment, but I'll deal with mine as well from fucking slamming people's heads through walls.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. No way. No shot. There's no shot and even the kid, like, yeah, I give some grace to that kid because your parents probably perpetuated this bullshit
Mm-hmm.
and your doctors perpetuated this bullshit and
Everybody-
your shrink, whatever. Yeah.
Everybody gets legal
But
actions, including
you're all
the
getting
kid,
it.
including the kid.
Like,
Yeah.
Sorry. Shit's not okay. It was so,
Nope.
eh.
Nope.
And I don't feel bad.
I don't. Yeah.
At all.
When do we see the shift back to common sense? What does it take? What will it take? Does this? How many more times does this have to happen before we're like, all right, like, unfortunately, the liberals like get back to like common sense and stop encouraging this? Like, come on, guys, like, you can't keep doing this. Kids' lives are being ruined, taken, changed forever because you are sticking to an ideology, not a reality, but an ideology, a thought, a mental health thing. What does it take? You know, I'm just fed up with this shit, man. We all are.
And now what happens to that girl? That girl never has a regular, like, I saw her in the interview that she did. I'm not going to play it because I don't, I like, she just looks, she was almost laughing to try to cover up how
You're trying to
how uncomfortable she is to have to say what happened to her.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I totally get that.
For sure.
And the woman who was interviewing her, I think she tried to be as nice as she possibly could, but at the same time, like, you could have given her a minute. Like, you didn't have to do it that day. I know you wanted to get the first story or whatever, but like, that girl needed a second to process what happened to her. And I don't think she had but that's just my personal opinion. Maybe she had, I don't know, but I think it takes a long time to process some shit like that.
Dude,
Yeah.
Will talked about his situation probably 15 years after the matter, never considered it was going to be, it's something he spoke about on air, on the
Right.
internet,
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
you know, and she was interviewed immediately after.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, dude, of course. Yeah. That poor young girl is just like kind of going through like nervous, like you said, like kind of
Just
embarrassment.
how do I make
shit.
this not,
It's an outer body experience that you cannot
I can never.
explain.
yeah.
You cannot explain. Somebody else told me in blatant words what happened to me. And I was like, wait, what? Just from a conversation that I had. And they said, they looked at me and they were like, oh, this is what you went through. And I was like, holy, like, it puts you back in your, you know what I mean? It's such an out of body experience. You cannot process, and you don't even realize what happened for, like you said, years after.
And Colleen, I'm
happened.
not even trying to qualify this against yours, but like your brain
Yeah.
takes you to different places when trauma's happening.
For
I
sure.
didn't even know. My mom did like a quasi, like, subtle attempt at suicide on my sister's wedding day, and I showed up and like got her medical attention.
Mm-hmm.
My sister called me, like, we talked about it like 8 years later,
Yeah.
and I had no idea it happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she was like,
Yep.
dude, you were the one who like called the ambulance. And I was like, holy shit. And it all flooded back in. And I was
Really?
like,
Yeah.
oh my God. So think of
Yeah.
that. That's so mild compared to any other story that involves sexual assault. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
And Kayla Harrison talks about that too. She used
Yeah,
to
dude.
dissociate completely.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah. If you haven't seen that
that's
conversation,
what the body does, and that's why it's so traumatic for victims to come forward and try to process or prosecute their attackers or whatever, because you're trying to ask them to relive something when their mind disassociated the minute it started happening. And you're trying to get them to tell you all of these things and like, oh, well, what did this guy look like? Blue eyes, or maybe gray, or maybe brown. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to put all these pieces together, and it's like, that's why it's so traumatizing over and over and over again. It's not just the trauma that happens in the moment. It's forever after that.
It's the survival that you're in survival mode, right? Yeah. I mean, your brain is in survival mode, and then finally, hopefully, down the line, years later, however long, it's less survival mode. You can get back to normal, right? And then, oh, hey, can you come and talk about this again? You're like, no, no, I don't want to relive that. I already survived it. I'm not trying to go back into survival mode.
I mean, going back to the Pam Bondi thing or whatever, like you have, part of the last conversation that we had was my emphasis on the grace that we need to give victims and giving them permission on whether or not they want to relive what they went through and pull up all that stuff that happened again. You know what I mean? But if you have women that are standing behind you, that are brave enough and willing to go back there to prosecute these people and bring some sort of justice, and you're ignoring them,
right?
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. I think that the victims are the ones that need to have the most attention on them, because they need to decide if they want to or not. And that's why leaking one of the victims' names or many of the victims' names or whatever is complete negligence. And as a victim, I would go after everybody for that, because you promised that my name was not going to be in there. This person might be, like you said, Dylan, 15 years removed from this situation, and their family doesn't even know what they've been through. And now they have a family, they've got children, they have jobs, they have a legacy. And all of a sudden someone's like, oh,
let's talk about this.
I saw your name in the Epstein files. You want to talk about it? And so that floods in or whatever. So the victims should be the only ones that give permission on whether or not they would like to be involved in this conversation or whatever. But you have those women behind you that are willing to go through that fucking mud and dirt and grind and do all that shit again, and you're ignoring them. Fuck out of here. She needs to go.
Yeah.
She absolutely.
Yeah, she absolutely needs to.
I've seen some of them, but I didn't click on a lot of the videos of the kids detailing what happened, because I didn't want that to be in my algorithm, because I don't
want it to be in my brain a rhythm. Like I can't bring myself to that, man.
I saw like 2 of them, and it was just, I just can't.
All I need is you inappropriately touch kids.
Yeah.
Game over. That's it. That's all I need. You need to not be alive anymore or something like it.
I don't know, but it definitely, what the penalty is right now is definitely not enough.
No.
Okay, here, let's touch on the BC. What happened in British Columbia? I think it was Matt Burns that was like, did I see this video? Like, yeah, I definitely saw this video everywhere on X, on Instagram, whatever. But it's the trans shooter. The mother was a trans activist. He started transitioning at 12 years old. Strict gun laws didn't protect the victims. Mental illness was ignored. And that's basically that's what everybody's saying. Like, you didn't want to check on how this kid's doing. Like, you just want to transition him, and now we're here. So you see this video, you're not worried about your kid at all? You're not?
What the hell was that?
But it's
you wearing a Wounded Warrior?
That's the shooter?
That's yeah.
And this was on like his social media?
Yep. That's where everybody got it from. It's on everything. It's on TikTok. It's on it's everywhere. Then the other one, is where. Hold on.
What are we doing in society?
Yo, bro. Look. I don't know. No idea. Oh, did I lose it already? Shit. I think it's on Officer Tatum if you want to look it up, Joseph. I'm pretty sure the original video of him, but like it's just insane. Like what we're doing. We're pumping kids full of shit that their bodies don't need. We're ignoring them. I'm assuming that this kid had like free range to run around, do whatever he wanted. There's no way you don't know your kids like that. Like that's what your kid's doing. Like, there's just no way. Jesse shot 35 innocent people yesterday, including his mother, sister, a teacher, and young children. 10 are dead, and many are fighting for their lives. The government decided that instead of supporting Jesse's mental health and helping, and helping a disturbed child, they would just pump him full of fucking hormones and SSRI instead. So, yeah, that's Canada or British Columbia. I'm assuming that's Canada, considered Canada, but yeah.
Fuck.
I'm so disturbed right now that I don't even like. My brain is scattered right now. Oh my god.
But that's what I'm saying. Like now it's almost like they're throwing it in our faces. If they were hiding what they were doing to kids before, they're not anymore. They're just like, no, here it is.
Hey, dude, it says in the Bible in Matthew 18:6, it says, I'm going to paraphrase a little bit here because I'm not a fucking theologian, but it says, if a man is to cause one of Jesus's kids to stumble, he'd be better off tying a millstone around his neck and jumping in the fucking lake.
Mm-hmm.
So, in other words, if you fuck with my kids, you're better off drowning yourself than facing the wrath, you know?
Yeah.
And that applies to everything we've seen in the Epstein files. It applies to everything that parents are doing to their kids or are allowing medical systems to act like therapy to them, you know? And it applies to even as seemingly benign as like, you know, having an obese 5-year-old.
Yeah.
It's the same shit.
100%.
You as a parent don't have to be a pedophile in the fucking Epstein files, and you can be implicated just the same for being a piece of fucking shit, for setting your kid up for a dog shit lifestyle, a short existence, at a certain point, they're going to have to take a lot of responsibility and agency over their life to unravel all the shit you fucking dished them. You know, that sucks. So yeah, any of this stuff really, like you said, Jerm, it just gets my brain so fucking.
Yeah, and this American tolerance, it's just gone. And I've gotten in heated debates with close friends, very close friends, who are like, we got to accept the trans kids, and we you know, if they want to change, we got to support that. And
there
I just
are no trans kids. Let me just say this again.
Exactly.
There are no trans kids.
Having to really like, hey, don't yell at this person. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not going to do any good. But I'm fuming inside because I'm like, what are you talking about? There is no such thing as a trans kid. It's a kid who has a fantasy of something that either you put in their head or a teacher put in their head or something they found it somewhere, or they just got gender dysphoria, some sort of legit mental health disease. And instead of being like, you know what, I got to be a parent right now and do my job, I'm going to enable this. And then we're surprised when, and they don't even have to shoot up a school, but they live a miserable life. They can't get their penis back because it's chopped off. So now mentally they're so effed up on all sorts of drugs. And we think that that's compassion and tolerance. And no, dude, that's evil and horrible. And the only manifestation of all that, the only result of all that is what we're seeing. School shootings, mental health declining. Where are the adults in the room? Where are the parents?
Man.
Passing them off to healthcare providers and other. It's a diffusion of responsibility. I don't know how to take care of my kids, so this professional will do it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. as we wrap this up, I want to say thank you guys for jumping on with us. It's always
Fuck, that was
fun.
a dark note to wrap it up on.
No, we're
geez.
not wrapping. No, we're not wrapping it up on that one.
No, she's gonna bring something else.
Yeah,
up.
I'll bring it back.
I mean,
I'm
it's
bringing
still
it back.
pretty.
It's
crazy
shitty,
what you're
but
gonna share.
yeah, it's freaking amazing.
So how about that?
Can you open?
Hold on. Just next week, just want to let you guys know, all of our diehards. I don't know where KDL is, but if you guys talk to KDL or see him, let him know. I'm making this announcement next Saturday, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. We're back on with John Young and Brock. So me and Colleen will be having our. We're gonna repent before Sunday comes. So we'll be
Bible
on.
talk.
We'll have our Bible talk.
We all
on
gotta
that.
repent, baby.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna do live
Listen,
communion and everything too?
I don't know. I guess I should open up to page 1 in the Bible before.
yeah. But we're gonna do that
Start
on
with Matthew.
Saturday.
Huh?
Start with Matthew.
It's
What
a good
page
place
is
to
that?
start.
What page is that?
Girl.
Just
You
start with
said,
the New Testament.
you said next Saturday or 2
Sorry,
Saturdays?
G,
now?
I'm
I think
sorry.
I have a thing that day.
Not this Saturday. Yeah, you have a thing. Joseph, of course, has,
Joseph,
and Megan probably
always,
has a thing that day
always.
too. So
I have a thing
yeah.
that day.
I have a bunch of questions for him, for both of them. So we're excited for that for next Saturday.
Love that.
This Sunday we're on Savons again just to hang out and have fun. And oh, Joseph, I have to show you that. Or well, I have to show all you guys this because I'm gonna need to know. I need clarity on this.
Better not be a short joke.
So if this is Bad Bunny, I knew this song already. Like I heard this song a lot, but this is Bad Bunny before P. Diddy.
What do you think?
Bad Bunny used to be a thug until he attended his Diddy party. Just saying.
Wow.
And if not, this is what AI is for. I'm just saying, like the AI is just fun at that point. But
Yeah, I see why people say that he was a rapper because people keep saying, "Oh, he's a rapper. He's a rapper." I'm like, I haven't heard rap, but that song in the beginning,
that first song with Cardi B was fire, dude.
Yeah.
that was great. That was great. That was
I
good.
think
That was
Joseph
good.
sent me this or sent us this, and this is what AI really is for.
Oh, bro.
Burn. Pat is on vacation. That's why.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes. Yes.
Incredible. Incredible.
Look at Trump.
Incredible.
Trump's hair. Bouncing.
Yes. I like the feeling and emotion that Trump brings to this.
Right.
His facial expression. Yes.
AI is
let's
going to
go.
take over. We're screwed, guys. AI is taking over.
He's losing himself. He's in it.
That's what AI is for. The rest of the crazy shit that you hear
That
about
Burns
AI
gay.
and what they're doing with AI and taking all of our faces and putting them on other people's, like that shit is crazy, but funny shit like that. That's what AI is
I agree.
actually for.
I agree. Just like you could say social media back in the day was just literally to connect, stay in touch with family or friends you got across the country. And now it's like
Cat memes. Cat memes were
Yeah.
shit when they first came.
it was
Oh,
great.
Matt, you got to go to the last show. We did a whole 45 minutes on the
Oh,
English
yeah.
version of it. Like
did.
yeah, it's the last show. It's the one we just did. Yeah, we laughed our asses off. All right, guys. Yeah, thanks for hanging in with us. Love y'all. We will see you on Sunday, boys. Are you doing anything this week, or y'all are next week, or are you
I'm a
doing?
little busy.
Oh, right, baby.
Yeah.
We had a
We've got a
whole
little bit going on
45
there.
minutes
Nah,
on
we're
baby
good.
talk.
Well, me and Jerm will talk and we'll probably do something, right, Jerm?
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah,
Listen,
we can do something. We'll do a show.
I mean, you guys know how an infant is. Like they sleep like a lot.
a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, and
So-
as long as mom is
Happy.
good,
Yes.
then I'm good.
Mhm.
You know. And fuck, we're in the house. It's like I'm 20 feet away. She can call me if she needs me. You know what I mean?
And
I'll
Jeremy
just
doesn't
bounce.
mind being on a solo show by himself and
Yeah,
getting
Jeremy
all
will
the
take over.
attention.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think anybody wants that.
Thanks, guys. Good luck, Meg and Joseph, on your L1s. We'll see y'all when you get back.
Hell yeah, guys. That's awesome.
We'll see y'all on Sevons on Sunday afternoon for our normal just hang out and chit chat and probably make fun of the Olympics. That'll be fun. So yeah.
Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Love y'all. Thank you. Hit that like button for us, please. Send us into the algorithm. We love y'all. Thank you.
Love you guys.
Deuces.
Bye-bye.